Hey guys, welcome back, John Megacycle here, an episode of Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath live streaming through Twitch TV and recording for YouTube. Bear with me a little bit here, still trying to get all the bugs figured out, but I think I've got all the recording things in harmony, which is fantastic. It gets a little tricky when you've got 3 or 4 applications trying to talk to each other at the same time and actually freaking cooperating, but I think I got it dialed in and I think I got it working. So, thank you for joining me another episode of Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath. Going to be answering questions from Twitch TV, so if there's any bit of a silence, it's because I'm actively trying to combat, read questions, answer, that sort of a thing. Let's go ahead and get started. You saw the title, John Megacycle 1 versus 4, and I hope I don't disappoint in this one because this is one I've been working on for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, for today I introduce to you Tiberium Gardens 3. This map is an original, and what do I mean by that? This map was actually in the original Command & Conquer game as Tiberium Gardens. The setup is similar, not much has changed about this map. You've got 5 or 6 slots on the outside, filled with Tiberium, and then Tiberium right in the center. Whew. This is going to be a tough one. I'm playing as the quasi-terrorist group NOD against the Global Defense Initiative, the GDI race. And this is going to be a tough one. This is a straight up 1 versus 4. 4 hards, balanced AI personality. They're all on the same team. There's nothing fancy here. For rules, I've got 40,000 bucks, which is going to give me enough to get started. However, I have 40,000. They have 4 guys with 40,000. Let me just do some quick math for you. That's 160,000 resources against me. That's going to be a bit of a challenge unless I'm moving absolutely lightning fast. Whew, let me just take a deep breath here. Alright, so what's our plan for this one? We've got Tiberium in our corner. I like to start in a corner position. That gives us a little less that we have to deal with. We're going to have a couple of Tiberium spots here. I think there's 4 per side, so that gives you a good amount of resources to get started. 1 choke point via land, so we're going to have to seal that off quickly, and we're going to have to deal with everything they throw at us. If I know anything about the GDI player starting off, it's going to be a lot of Predator tanks and a lot of rocket infantry. That's perfect for softening up heavily fortified areas. So we're going to have to counter with our Shredder turrets and our laser turrets. Excuse me. That's going to be a good group of anti-infantry, anti-tank. That's hopefully going to be enough to fight off these 4 waves, but we're going to have to move quickly tech-wise, considering they're going to move right up to juggernauts or aircraft, depending on how the AI plays it. That having been said, I think we're ready to go. No questions from the floor so far. Got a couple of followers, a couple of watchers. Good to see you guys. Hope you're having fun today. Hope I can be of some entertainment. So, let's give this a go, shall we? This is probably going to be a little less tutorial and a lot more scrambling to get my stuff together. Crane and a, what are they called? Emissaries. Immediately. What we're going to use the crane for right off the bat is to increase our production cap, and then we're going to use the emissary, deploy him out by that choke point as quickly as we can to get a good amount of defenses set up.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Okay, as you can see, I'm moving pretty darn fast here.
Building.
Not a whole lot of thinking going on here. This is slap stuff down, this is get stuff going. Let's see, we have our Shredder turrets ready. That's deploying, fantastic. Once we deploy this first refinery, we're going to want to supplement our defenses up north. So we're definitely going to have to start getting missile infantry as quickly as we can. Let's get that going on. I want the communication center so that way I can actually get a proper amount of power going on, considering that's required for the power plant upgrade. Once this finishes, we're deploying nothing but defenses. Yep.
Construction complete. Building.
And we're going to go offline for just a second. I don't want to spend a ton of money building power plants, so that's what we're going to have to do for a second. There's that. I do want my war factory as soon as I can, because once I do, I'll be able to invest in Reckoners. Reckoners are APCs effectively that can deploy, which is going to be perfect for our defenses.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
Let's get that.
Complete.
Okay, from the operations center, I do want the quad turret upgrade. That's going to give us another turret per node. I want 3 Reckoners, I want 2 Harves. We have to definitely maintain our harvest capabilities. That's going to be a real problem if we're not keeping up in step economically.
Got the rockets. The reckoning has come.
Okay, Reckoner, get up there. Enemy sighted. Okay, fantastic.
No one can stop.
And deploy. Fill in. Those are going to be great anti-air as well. Keep our stuff repaired. Keep it all up to date. We got to be very touch-go, very careful here. Get up there. Make sure we have enough defenses. This is how we're going to distract them on land. This is the best we're going to be able to do at the moment. Considering we are outnumbered a ton. Get over there. Good enough. Deploy.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete.
Make sure we layer this good and thick. The worst thing we could possibly do right now is have a couple of spots where we're empty. Oh, here we go. Holy buckets! Look at all that! Look at all that! Keep repairs, keep firm, keep steady. This is how we're gonna win this. Got enough missile infantry. This is gonna pay off.
Our base is under attack.
Yeah, no crap, Cabal. Our base is under attack. Oh, Cabal's from second Command and Conquer, not this one. Cabal was the Nod AI. Look at that. First wave complete. We didn't lose a ton of stuff. This is looking pretty good. Enemy units sighted, some infantry, some tanks. I don't give a crap. Okay. Now, already at this stage, we have to start thinking about a counteroffensive. If we don't, this is going to be really problematic later on. So, I think we're going to go Air Force. That's probably going to be the easiest thing that we can build a ton of and deploy quickly. Okay, good. Repair, repair. Deploy. Get in there. Grenadiers, fantastic. Okay. Air tower. I'm not going to start building a ton of power plants unless I need them. Can I get a tech lab? No, I can't. I'm going to want a tech lab to get the laser capacitor upgrade for my Venoms, because that's the route I want to go. So we're just going to get some Venoms online. Not going to start attacking yet, because we really need to keep in touch with our base defense. Okay, there's that. All repaired, all good. We need more laser turrets there. Look at that. We're doing great. Let's go ahead and deploy some mines right there. That'll thicken that up a little bit, give them a little more difficult stuff to deal with as they want to get through. Holy crap. All good and all done.
Our base is under attack.
Okay, almost done at that tech lab. We are not going to use these Venoms until we are ready to pounce. That's our whole attack gambit. That's what we're going to run with. What are you guys doing? Get up front. So one tough thing about using Nod is making sure you get these darn turrets placed around right. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap! The repairs are the hard part. That's the difficult part, is making sure all my stuff stays online. Going for laser capacitors immediately, as mentioned. Let's get another 5 rocket squads. These Reckoners do an amazing job. They've got great armor, they're going to hold up to a lot of damage, and they're going to make sure that our infantry that are doing a lot of damage are staying safe. They blew that up. There's that. Got to keep supplementing. This is going to be a really big keep building stuff war, because right now all we're trying to do is work off the money they have. They're sitting on a ton of extra credits. When a sub-turret gets destroyed, does it count as a building loss on the statistics? Yes, that was a question. If you build a hub like so, and I have 4 of these, or 3 of these little laser turret pods, each one of those counts as a lost building. So at the end of the day, you're going to see a ton of lost statistics on my part because I'm playing Nod. That's just how that statistic goes out. So, good question.
Unit promoted. Our base is under attack.
It also actually depends. I think this may count as one loss if they blow up the hub, but they can keep blowing up these little pods and those will count as individual losses. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. This is crazy. You guys get over there.
Who are we firing at that?
You guys go over here. No, hey, I'm not done talking to you. Come over here.
Venom craft ready for lift.
Okay. Calm before the storm. Cannot stop building defenses. I say this a million times. I think in every single video. The second you lose is the second you stop building defenses. The second you stop building weapons. The second you just cool down a sec. That's what'll get you every single time.
Patrol craft.
Okay, what do we have? We have 10 Venoms. That's not enough to do a lot of damage, but we do have... Do we have the laser capacitor upgrade yet? We do have laser capacitors. That's going to allow our Venoms to do a bit more damage, especially against structures and vehicles. Considering normally the Venoms have an anti-infantry chain gun, I think, we need to make sure that we're doing the most push against structures, considering this is all we're going to use. So right about now we have to be careful. The enemy is going to start working on outranging us, which is the smart thing to do. That's going to be done with Titans, and, or not Titans. I'm thinking of the Steel Talons. Juggernauts. They're going to start using Juggernauts to outrange us, and most likely aircraft. But the good thing is we have these Reckoners full of missile infantry. That's going to be more than enough to at least cause a little chaos. Yep. They'll start doing the Orca raids too. The Orca raids are a command ability. It allows them to send 3 Orcas in for a quick bombing run.
On patrol.
Okay, so a couple lessons here so far. Keep up with the defenses, which we've been doing. I'm half tempted. Let's go ahead and build an Obelisk of Light. Let's just keep layering with some mines on at least one side to keep the pressure off, and then we'll probably build the Obelisk over here. So, keep layering with the defenses. That's how we've been doing against this guy. It's been working out pretty good. Second thing is contingency plan. We're working on building a nice army. We have 15 Venoms so far. Let's go get... Oh, nope. We're going to get another 5 on the order. I'm not building like 80 all at once, because I want to make sure I've got some cash to spare. The Venoms are going to be great to counter artillery or any sort of aircraft they might bring in. I'm kind of low on power. I'm actually going to build a little more. Okay, so defense unlayering, building up an attack contingency plan, or an attack plan at all. And the second thing is we're staying light on... Third thing is we're staying light on structures. We're not building a ton of extra stuff. We're just really building what we need. That's saving us a lot of cash. So we're going to wait till we have 20 Venoms, and then we're going to queue up a few more, then we're going to go in for the kill. At least see if we can knock out 1 or 2 of these AI, because that's where this is going to become a problem, is if all of their ion cannon controls come online, that's going to be really a pain in the butt to try to work around.
What is it?
Okay, what do we have? 20? Perfect. Let's see what we can do here. Let's queue up a few more, because I'm not going to be paying attention. I think I got 10 in there. Oh, nope. Great, 15. We're just going to see what we can see. We're not going to stay around for long unless we know we can kill this guy. Orca, done. We're going to take a little bit of acceptable losses. Let's work on the slingshots, which I know we'll be able to finish off pretty quick. I actually don't see any more anti-aircraft. Oh, anti-aircraft battery. We're going to go aircraft. The airport's going to be pretty quick to destroy. And then we're going to go right for Conyard, and then we're going to work on other production structures. That's going to give us the most bang for our buck, paralyzing them as quickly as we can. We're going to keep feeding Venoms over here.
Enemy units sighted.
Venom craft ready for liftoff.
Tiberium field depleted.
The beautiful glow.
Okay, well, we have more Tiberium, guys. Let's not despair here.
Venom craft ready for liftoff.
Okay.
Don't lose them.
Good economy coming.
Tracking target. How's it looking?
We have to make sure we absolutely emphasize these production structure kills. The last thing we need is to not be paying attention, and then they start crapping out a bunch of missile infantry. Like, that could be a real problem. Okay, they're just coming in with slingshots, no big deal. You want to get that sniper? Oh my gosh! Did you see that? Juggernauts came in, and they're outranging us because they can see this sniper unit who's not getting shot at. Oh, if that's not a cheaty glitch, I don't know what is. We're going to get this taken care of right now. Done. And we're not going to get barraged anymore. Okay, quick explanation as to what caused that. The snipers actually extend the range of the Juggernauts. So actually, you see these little lit spots? These Juggernauts were just outranging us from their freaking base. And my turrets saw them. I mean, that's how I knew. We totally saw them, but we couldn't do anything about it. Let's set some mines up. Let's get a few more defensives there. Perfect.
Enemy base sighted.
Alright, where are we at so far? Looks like we're able to take out
ahead.
one AI without
We have
too
them on
much
radar.
worry, not a ton of loss.
Enemy units
They're not
sighted.
going anywhere.
Insufficient
So we're going to make sure they power down. That's going to give us a lot less of a headache
Keep on
of
them.
defensive structures to
They're not
deal
going
with,
anywhere.
and then we'll hit the tender
Keep on
bits.
liftoff.
Enemy commando. I'm pretty sure you guys can finish that off. Yeah, no problem.
Don't lose them.
Cool. So what do we have?
See anything?
Another 11.
Heading there
Fantastic. Now let's start working on a second offensive contingency plan, the Temple of
Select
Nod
target.
nuclear weapon.
We're trained right
Now
on
I'm really
them.
hoping that we're going to be the first to a
Closing in
nuke,
on
or
them.
the first to a super weapon, because that's going to give us a decisive edge if we just need to paralyze a player. That's probably not how we're going to win. We're not going to win using a nuke, but if we're going to work on a few of these AI at once, you know, going from 1 to 1 to 1, we can use that nuke if this takes too long. And those snipers, of course,
On patrol.
and enemy defeated. That takes out one of the spots.
Training.
Now that we've got some extra cash, let's see here. No, I still want that temple on her.
What is it?
There we go. Now we're hitting them.
Enemy commando detected. Enemy units sighted.
Let him grow.
And let's see if that gives them enough time. It looks like that did not give them enough time to set up the extended range for the Juggernaut, so that's perfect. So now we have defenses that are positioned just right to give us the leverage we need. Great, we have our nuke. The problem is our primary base here is completely
Let him grab, ready
undefended.
for liftoff.
That's not cool. So we're going to get some power plants now that we have the money.
Building.
And now that we have the money, we're going to get some anti-air, we're going to get some anti-vehicle. If we're really playing against a bunch of human players, they could have just come around our whole attack and screwed us over. But that's of course why we built the Venoms. We needed something fast and maneuverable, so I certainly don't mind we went the way we went. Let's get some SAM stuff here. That way if they decide to come in with orcas, we'll have
Enemy
something.
commando detected.
Okay, quick repair check. Yep.
Repairing.
Yep. Probably the most tedious part of the game is repairs,
patrol.
but that's okay.
All right.
Okay,
See
Enemy
anything?
base
let's
sighted.
rock the house.
Confirmed.
Rock 'em. Now, we're going to have to go through a lot of garbage, so I'm emphasizing power plants on this push. Hopefully these AA turrets will be
How's
offline.
it
Under
looking?
attack.
Closing in on them. They're not
Okay, let's just go for the goodie.
Don't lose them.
The nice thing about Command & Conquer 3 is one thing you can do is you can selectively power on and power off structures. So even though we took out some stuff and you notice the tech center was offline, the AA gun was still online. So you can make a corporate or an executive decision, let's say, to make sure that
How's it
certain
looking?
defensive structures or
Closing in on
certain
'em.
things stay online no matter what. Okay,
Select
time to use some
target.
command abilities. Let's see here. Let's get some mines over here again. I also really like the
They're not going
Tiberium
anywhere.
chemical plant. It has the Tiberium missile, which is great for blowing up refineries, and the seed Tiberium ability. What that's going to allow us to do is to make sure that we keep our harvesters in-house. That's one thing we definitely want to emphasize. This is laser fencing. What it really does is it increases our armor from explosives and prevents engineers from taking it over. That having been said, we should still continue and build a few more defensive structures at our primary
We're going
location.
in.
This guy's toast.
Construction complete.
No production, cannot build an MCV, all he can do is harvest, and we're going to strip him of that ability pretty darn quick
Enemy
here.
units sighted.
Tiberium chemical plant,
Cannot deploy here.
Sam, and then we're going to build maybe 1 or 2 laser towers,
Select target.
and that's probably going to be enough. So seed Tiberium, it costs $500. It puts way more than $500 worth of Tiberium down.
Unit promoted.
There we go, simple as that.
What is it?
Easy money.
Construction complete.
You can also use that in conjunction with other abilities. I just like seeding the area to make sure I just get a couple of quick bucks. Bam. Enemy defeated. That's 2 out of 4 done. Our defensive wall looks good. I haven't seen a whole lot of resistance. We're just going to go ahead and keep padding it up. Let's do that. Now,
Enemy units sighted.
let's get a few more Venoms, but I also want some good vehicles just to have around. Let's see, what would be good? I'm not too worried about heavy hitters. Let's get a nice mix of Nod units. Nice versatile packs. We have some anti-air here and here. We have some anti-vehicle. We have some anti-infantry. These 3 units mixed together make a really good combination. I usually, whenever I want to do a rush attack, that's usually how I group up my guys. So let's see, what do we have? We have 33 Venoms.
Go ahead.
In addition, with the 7 that were just built, that's 40.
Enemy commando detected.
Now, one of the things I wish I could do as Nod is the GDI sonar sweep. It's not a sonar sweep, it's like a radar scan or something. That exposes a bit of the area, and that'll give you some good visuals. By what? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Check.
Hell of an Air Force, we can continue to just whoop them this way. I want to use some command abilities, but we certainly don't have to. But we are going to keep up this
See
momentum.
anything?
Unit under attack.
Venom craft ready for roll craft.
Okay, hang on. This was smart. This was smart on their side. They're starting to use their juggernauts. They can outrange us like crazy. If we had nothing, there's nothing we could do here.
Our base
But
is under attack.
thank goodness we invested heavily in aircraft, because that's going to give us a decisive edge. Poof.
Patrol craft.
No problem. What we are also going to do is we're going to take care of the husks. I think I've explained the husks before, but let me give you a quick explanation. When certain units die, and they're gone already, they leave behind a husk. The avatar for Nod, the Annihilator tripod for the Scrin, and the Juggernaut for GDI.
Venom craft ready for
What they do is they leave like exoskeleton of the body of the vehicle, and they can be recaptured and reused by using an engineer. So if these three were dead, if those three Juggernauts were killed, I could send an engineer and take them over. But it's like getting the unit for free. So the thing is, I always blow them up because I don't want the enemy to get a hold of them. That's not something I'm willing to deal
there
with.
now.
I'm really not willing to deal with a unit more than once.
Scorpion's ready.
Enemy base sighted.
Looking clear.
Yeah, absolutely. As mentioned, the laser capacitors also give a nice ability to the shredder turrets and infantry. So when you're playing the Black Hand, yeah, that's actually a really good point. Each of the factions have their own perks to it, which is really cool. So you can play Nod several different ways, considering the capability and the structure types and the unit upgrades and the different kinds of units that are removed or added. Very cool stuff. So that's another reason why I really enjoyed this game, is you can play the same faction different ways.
We have them on radar.
Let's go ahead and take your production structures. We already shut down their power.
Unit under attack.
There's that.
We
Get
got
that guy.
it. Yep.
Barracks.
Go
Shut down the MCV. This guy's done. Now this might have been a bit of a cheap move with just using the Venoms, but this has been absolutely effective. This is how you have to deal with a multi-enemy personality. You've got to figure out a good way to dump your resources into that you're satisfied attacking with. Now these guys aren't really going to be used for attackers. I'm not going to use them as attackers, but still all around really good defenders.
Go ahead.
Let's go ahead and do a little micro here.
Firing.
Bink, bink, a bink. Bink, bink. That should be all of it, and they should sell out.
Our base is under attack.
What's the plan?
Yeah, we're going to see Tiberia, make sure this stays a little fresh.
Tiberium is power.
Why don't you come over here? That's obviously empty. Come over here. See, we've done a really good job keeping all of our harvesting operations in-house. We haven't been luxurious. Like, this hasn't been like swimming in cash. Did I run out of money? What the heck? Yes, I did. Like, we haven't been swimming in cash, but we've had more than enough to really take it to them. So here's what we're going to do.
Our base is under attack.
Let's go ahead and light that up.
The Scorpion's ready.
So let's see, how many guys are dead, how many are alive here? Okay. 2 defeated, 2 still playing. I just annihilated one of their bases, so they must have like 1 structure left.
The Scorpion's ready.
Ready.
Alright, those are exactly the words I wanted to hear. Our nuke is prepped. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Enemy commando detected.
We're done producing stuff.
Gotcha.
Here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna take 1 Venom and we're gonna sweep. We're just gonna see what they have, because Nod has some terribly nasty surprises with their command abilities. I'll tell you in just a second once I get some visuals here.
Go ahead.
Is there anyone who's not veteranized who has a decent amount of health? You do. Nope. You do?
What is it?
You just got... Hey, buddy, you just won the lottery. Why don't you
Patrol craft.
go lotterize yourself with the lottery? Okay, we're just using this guy as a spy plane. That's it.
Right.
Quick sweep.
Unit under attack.
Check. See anything? Confirmed.
Okay. So here's what we have. We have our nuke. We have our catalyst missile. We got a bunch of good stuff. So, here we go.
Target.
Nuke.
Tiberium field depleted. Select
Catalyst missile. And Tiberium vapor bomb. Oh my gosh. And our vapor bomb?
Unit lost.
Oh, looks like it got blown to crap. Oh, nope, there it is. Whee! Okay, let's explain what just happened. Tiberium cluster missile, what is it called? The catalyst missile, perfect one-hit kill against refineries, no problem.
Tiberium field
Absolutely
depleted.
awesome. The nuke, I don't think I really have to explain that one.
Enemy units
Pretty solid
sighted.
there. And then, of course, the Tiberium vapor bomb is just like a fuel air bomb from Generals.
Go ahead.
It lets out a bunch of fuel into the air, ignites it, massive explosion, works wonders. Now, what we can also do is we can mess around with Tiberium vein detonation, which messes up one of these veins and also destroys a lot of the resources there.
Select target.
Control craft.
But we've got enough venoms, I think we can just finish these guys off.
Our
In which
base
case,
is
we're
under
sitting on
attack.
cash.
Unit
You guys
under
know how
attack.
much I hate that we're sitting on a bunch of money that's not doing anything for us.
On patrol.
Tank division. What's the plan? Let's get out there.
Okay, good mix of units here, just in case you were ever to break through. No matter what, we're always trying to build an answer. And what I mean by that is, anytime a question's popped up, like how are we going to defend against what? What will we do in this eventuality? How do we answer this question? How do we respond? We should always have an answer.
Enemy units sighted.
So let's just go through real quick how we've answered questions. Land, infantry and vehicles, we've answered with our turrets. Air, we've answered with our reckoners with rocket infantry. Heavy vehicles, we've answered with our obelisk of light. Stuff that's outranging us, we use our venoms. We started to defend ourselves. What happens if we get attacked here? How do we keep our economy
See
online?
anything?
Using the seed Tiberium ability, making sure we have Tiberium continuously fluctuating throughout the base in high numbers. Oh, here we go. Exactly to prove my point, we're getting outranged. How do we answer that question? We answer it with venoms. And this is just one of the venoms that I just had at my base sitting around, making sure that we've kept a few at home. Oh, look at that.
Control craft.
We're going to bring the whole
On
party
patrol.
back.
Venom craft ready for liftoff.
Enemy
They're not
base
done.
sighted. Unit promoted.
Closing in on them.
Yeah, this is exactly what they needed to do much more early on.
Venom craft ready for
If they used enough of the juggernauts, even without the snipers, we could have been in a world of
Select
hurt.
target.
looking clear. Gotcha.
Okay, time to bring it back.
Ready for liftoff.
Let's take care of the husks.
We got him. We have
The AI
bomb
is
radar.
usually very
Heading there
good
now.
using engineers. They do a very good job of it, and that's something I don't
On
want
patrol
to deal
for
with.
liftoff. Confirmed. Yep.
Okay, we're not going to dink around for another... We're not
See
going to dink
anything?
around for another
Venom craft ready for liftoff.
nuke. We're just going to go for it. Quick question, what happens if your main defense fails? That's a very good question. Considering how quickly we were rebuilding turrets here, there usually isn't another answer early game. When you're given so many resources and the enemy has 4 times that amount of resources, to be brutally honest, there's not much you can do.
Funds.
You can't really layer defenses in like deep like this. Even this isn't much, but we've had to dedicate our resources to our
ahead.
attack. So if you feel like you need
Heading
more
there
defenses
now.
to even it out, you can shift from your attack. But the critical part of this is we needed to push hard. And absolutely, we used our Venoms, and that's one of the reasons why
What
we
is
use
it?
the Venoms, is because they're so versatile. They're very fast vehicles. They're not heavily armored at all.
Venom craft
Maybe
ready for
a
liftoff.
dozen slingshots could level all these guys, and that would be a really big
set.
problem.
Heading
But
there
we try to
now.
mix and match our
Enemy
units
base
to make sure
sighted.
that we have multiple
Enemy
answers to the
units
same
sighted.
question.
Confirmed. We're going
So,
down.
we're going to go and paralyze them.
Closing in on
Under
them.
attack.
We're going to aim for other production structures first. We're not going to go for the MCV.
How's it looking? We have them on radar.
There's that.
Yep. We got him.
Alright, these guys are toast. They're not harvesting nearly as quickly as they should. These guys are done, and as a mean trick, let's drop some mines right in front of their
Train
base.
right on him. Take him out. Don't lose him.
Laser show.
Enemy defeated.
Perfect. And we have one more guy left.
Unit promoted. Enemy defeated.
There we go.
You are victorious.
Not too shabby. Okay, not too bad at all. Quick recap here. Oh man, that's my favorite statistic of all right there. Look at that. Look at that. 20.16 unit kill per death. What does that mean? For every unit I lost, I killed 20 of their units. Yeah, you can see it right here. Oops, I'm going to highlight all these lines. Look at that. 383 units killed, 19 lost. Very well executed. I'm very happy with how this one turned out. Let's take a look. Their combined resources would have beaten us no problem. The real problem is they need to cooperate. And again, we just really emphasized really hard on one tactic, and that's kind of what did it. Yeah, as highlighted, it was brought up that in most games, AI is really bad at answering the questions that I brought up. A huge air force beats out the concentration of what they have to defend against. But this was a really quick lightning tactic, and I do agree. This was a really quick lightning tactic to get us victorious in a 1 versus 4 situation. Now, would humans be able to fall to such, the same ploy? Very most likely not. For humans, you really have to go in, end them quickly before they can start figuring out what you're going to use to attack. If anyone in their right mind really saw that huge of an air force, they'd be cranking out pit bulls, slingshots, missile infantry, and start to use their command abilities as well. That would be a real problem for us. But either way, I think this worked out really nice. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, YouTube. And I'm going to roll right into another episode, so I'm going to pause the recordings right here. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll see you guys in a minute or two.